Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well and hope you're all had a nice Christmas. Okay then guys, so this is going to be another pickups video because I want to show you all the DVDs and Blu-rays that I bought or was given as Christmas presents for the month of December. I've got quite a few got quite a few titles here to show you all. A couple of DVDs and the majority, as usual, are Blu-rays. The couple of non-horror movies at the end. All right then guys, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So, the first one I'd like to show you, now this is a series I've been wanting for ages. I don't think we ever got it over here on UK television. It's a series very much in the vein of The Twilight Zone and Tales from the Dark Side. Absolutely whopping set. 72 episodes in total, including stories by Stephen King and also award-winning makeup effects artist Dick Smith, who did The Exorcist and Godfather. So yes, I'm really looking forward to getting stuck in this, and this is the complete series of Monsters. There you go guys, lovely bumper set there to get my teeth into. All different stories pertaining to a monster in each one, so I'm really looking forward to this one. So that's the first one I'd like to show you. That is the Monsters TV series. Next up is, now this is a foreign movie, Asian movie to be precise. It's a kind of like, it's more like a thriller movie. I watched it the other night. It was alright. It wasn't anything to write home about. That's a movie called Office. There you go guys, Office. Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't anything great. So there you go. That is Office. Next up, now this is a real bumper set. But in this case, it's not a TV series. It's movies. It's one of those ones that have different movies on. I think this is the one out of all the ones I bought. I think this is the one that's had the most on them. That's 20 horror movies, guys. Most of which I haven't seen. I know these can be a little bit of a hit and miss. So there you go, guys. If you want to freeze your cameras and just take the titles in, what's on here? 20 horror movies. There you go. Next up, oh, now this is a great, I really enjoyed this. I watched this last week. I won't say too much about it because I've already done a review of this. Great movie. If you like Dario Argento, if you like Eli Roth, I think you'll get a lot of pleasure out of The Well. Absolutely fantastic. One of the best horror movies I've seen of 2024. That is The Well. Absolutely brilliant. Highly recommended. Do check it out. Next up is, now this is one I haven't seen. I heard a YouTuber saying this was quite a good movie about this group of people who go missing. They go missing one by one on a trip into the woods, and that's a movie called Dead End. I think it's a kind of like very much along the lines of Picnic at Hanging Rock. So there you go. I'm looking forward to watching this one. That is Dead End. Next up is now I think this was on TV a couple of years ago. I think there's been a few versions of this actually. I've never seen this one. Yeah, so this is a movie called The Canterville Ghost. As I say, I know there's been a lot of versions of this, but I definitely haven't seen this one. It looks like quite a family-friendly movie, not too explicit. So that is The Canterville Ghost. Next up, now I've got a couple of non-horror titles I'd like to show you here, guys. Now, this is an old favourite of mine from 1950s. When you think about Bill Haley, Rock Around the Clock, this movie might come into your mind because it's very, very synonymous with it. Yeah, so that's Blackboard Jungle, starring Glenn Ford as a teacher trying to control a very unruly pack of juveniles. It's a great movie. Watched it the other night. Fantastic, yeah. Really, really brutal movie, and it's still very, very relevant today, knife crime and that, Oh, yeah, fantastic movie. That is Blackboard Jungle. And this is, I saw this many years ago. I don't remember too much about it. This was actually filmed in Liverpool. It stars Stanley Baker, Anne Haywood and Peter Cushing. First time on DVD, and David McCallum as a young yobbo. That's a movie called Violent Playground. Stanley Baker there, David McCallum. There you go, guys. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Filmed in Liverpool. That is Violent Playground. And last but by no means least, guys, this is actually it's a non-horror, but it's a Blu-ray. I had the book. I bought the book as well, but I just couldn't get into the book, guys. So I'm just cast it aside. So I'm just going to watch this and maybe put it on eBay. But I know this is a very, very popular story. That's Watership Down. Yeah, tried to get into the novel. Couldn't get into the novel at all. too many rabbits in it and that, you know. So yeah, and the story, I found the story a bit like a bit slow, but I'll watch this anyway. Nice edition. That's Watership Down. Okay then, guys, I'm going to go on to all the Blu-rays now. So let's start with this one. This is a very, very rare American TV series from 1973. Don't think it was ever shown over here in British television. There's only 5 stories on it. It's very much along the lines of Brian Clemence's Thriller and Tales from the Crypt, you know, a TV series like that. And it's if you like ghost stories, you might get some pleasure out of this. I've watched a couple of them up to now, but I've only liked one. That's the classic Ghost Stories remastered. Yeah, I watched the one last night with David McCallum and the Screaming Skull. That was very, very good. But the other 2 I've watched, I didn't think much of. I've got 2 more to watch yet. So, but the David McCallum one is very, very eerie, really eerie. Yeah. But so there you go, guys. That is classic ghosts. Next up is I'm not going to say too much about this pile of crap, guys. I've already done a very, very critical review of it. So I'm just going to show you the title and move on. What a pile of junk. Christmas, Bloody Christmas was a bloody, bloody disappointing movie. There's only one place for that. You can't beat a bit of bully. Awful movie. Worst Christmas horror movie I've ever seen in my whole life. Next up, now we've got a comedy horror movie here, and I've got the sequel as well. This is a very, very popular character. Think more Tisha Adams of the Addams Family, and you'll be on the right track. That is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I have seen it before, but I wanted to get the Blu-ray for my collection. So no doubt a lot of you guys have seen this already. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And if you've got Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, you've got to get Elvira's Haunted Hills as well, haven't you? Again, I saw this movie a few years ago. Don't remember too much about it. So a good Elvira double bill there, guys. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Elvira's Haunted Hills. Okay. Next up is now. I watched a YouTuber review this movie, and I thought that sounds interesting. About this group of men. It's very, very set on a snowy landscape, and I love me snowy movies, wintry movies. They find this hoard of money or something in this crash plane, and it gets very, very dark and that, you know, and it's a very, very good thriller, and that's a movie called A Simple Plan. Great edition here by Arrow. Loads of extra features, guys. Yeah, A Simple Plan. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Sometimes good people do evil things. There you go. So yeah, fantastic. Stars Bill Paxton and Bridget Fonda. That is A Simple Plan. Next up is, now this is a gorgeous edition. This is one of my favourite H.P. Lovecraft stories. I've had the Scream Factory edition for ages. When I saw this beautiful edition from AC Films, I just had to get it. It stars Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton, and that is From Beyond. Absolutely gorgeous edition, guys. I couldn't pass this up. Love this story, and yeah, as I say, it's one of my favourite H.P. Lovecraft adaptations. So as I say, great edition. Lovely aesthetics as well. There's the luscious Barbara Crampton there, Jeffrey Combs. So yeah, so pleased to have this. And there's the original artwork, guys, From Beyond. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Lovely edition. I love the way 88 Films are they're really striking out of the park, guys, with these lovely hard, sturdy releases. That's From Beyond. Next up is now this is a kind of a Marmite movie. Some people hate it, some people love it. It stars Hilary Duff, and it's based on a very, 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 very sad, very horrific case that occurred in 1969, involving one of my all-time favourite American actresses. Very, very sad movie, very brutal. Every time you see the story on the internet, and that retold, and that it's heartbreaking. It's a horrible, horrible, tragic story. That's The Haunting of Sharon Tate. So I'm going to check this one out and see what I think. Yeah, so I'd say some people like it and some people loathe it. So once I've done it, watched it, I might do a review of it. So that is The Haunting of Sharon Tate. Next up is, now this is a very, very recent movie, and it's got a lot of fans, this movie. I like the series, but I do like the first one. So I haven't watched it. I might watch it tomorrow, or even the day after. So that is Alien Romulus. Yeah, So I'm looking forward to checking this one out, the latest Alien movie. That is Alien Romulus. Now, we've got a couple of Hitchcock titles here now, guys. I'll start with this one, starring Robert Donas and Madeleine Carroll. That's the 39 Steps. Never seen this movie, so highly regarded, yeah. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. That's the 39 Steps. And second Hitchcock movie, I've seen this one. I love it, and I've always wanted to own it on Blu Ray. Stars Theresa Wright and Joseph Cotton. That's Shadow of a Doubt. I love that picture, guys. Great, fantastic. Joseph Cotton's really, he really on the money in this one, playing this sinister killer. That is Shadow of a Doubt. And another great Hitchcock classic starring James Stewart and Grace Kelly. That's Rear Window. Yeah, Rear Window. Fantastic. Next up is it. Now this is it. Now I didn't say no this movie existed. I like the original one, but this is like a kind of like it's kind of like a retelling of the story, and it's quite a mouthful to say actually. So it's Anthropophagus 2000. I have watched it. It's quite gory, but I did prefer the original one. It's okay. It's stayed in my collection with the other one. Yeah, I like the artwork as well. Yeah, and there's the original. I'm sure it's the original artwork. Yeah. So there you go, guys. The remake of Anthropophagus. Now, next up, this is a great double bill here. I have done a review of this, actually. It stars the main movie stars the late, great Johnny Cash, the country western singer, as a real psychopath. And then you've got like a minor movie as well, which is also good. But my favourite one was Johnny Cash's one, which was Door-to-Door Maniac. Really great movie. Check out my review, guys. Johnny Cash is absolutely cold-blooded in this. Taking this wife of a bank manager hostage and that, you know, ransom and that, but he's really brutal. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That's Door-to-Door Maniac and The Right Hand of the Devil. Next up is now I watched this the other night. This is on the Mondo Macabro label from 1969. I didn't like it, guys. I didn't think too much of it. That's Shadow of Death. Yeah, I didn't like it, guys. I fell asleep. It was that boring. Yeah, but that's just my opinion. So that's Shadow of Death. Now this is one movie I am definitely looking forward to watching. Having enjoyed the other two, I just had to get this one. And I know this has got a huge fan following and is very brutal. And that is Terrifier 3, Art the Clown Returns to wreak Christmas havoc. So I might watch this tonight, actually, yeah, and do a review of it, yeah. So really looking. This is the one movie I've been looking forward to out of all of them I haven't watched. That is Terrifier 3. I can't wait to get stuck into this one, guys. Art the Clown Returns, like during the Yuletide season, yeah. So there you go, guys. That is Terrifier 3, and I love the slipcover as well. Lucky to get it with the slipcover. Next up is a Barbara Steele movie from... this has actually got two versions of it on it, actually. Is it from, 1964. And then it's got another version, Danza Macabre, from 1964. And that's called Castle Blood. Love Barbara Steele. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. That is The Castle of Blood. Next up is, now I've been curious about this movie for quite some time, actually. It's not in English, it's in foreign. A lot of people said it's great in that, yeah. So it's a film by Bong Joon-ho, and that's it's a movie called Parasite. I've gone into this pretty blind, actually. I haven't really read too much into it and that, you know, so I don't know what to expect. But I do know a lot of people rate this movie, so I'll just see what I think of it. That is Parasite, and again, lovely slip cover. Here you go, Parasite. Next up is, now, I do admit, I do prefer the original one of this, but this is okay. But I seen this, like, in Birkenhead last week, dead cheap and that, you know, I think it was only about £3, £4, and it's got the slipcover as well, so I thought I'd pick it up. That's the remake of The Evil Dead. Couldn't resist it, guys, with that slipcover. Yeah, so I'm going to give this another watch. That's the remake of The Evil Dead. Now, got lovely limited edition here, guys. I had to get this one. I heard a lot of good things about it. Yeah, it's a foreign movie again, and it's called Inside. Lovely edition, guys. Inside. Something to do about this mysterious psychopathic stranger wanting a baby off this woman, yeah. So there you go, guys. That is inside. And another equally lovely edition. Again, lovely bound box and that, you know, foreign one and that, you know, never seen this one. That's a movie called Frontiers. Love the packaging on these, guys. Sturdy boxes and that. So that is Frontiers. Something about ex-Nazis and that, trying to recreate Adolf Hitler. I'm not too sure, but I'll give it a go and see what I think. Frontiers. Now, next up is... Now, I'll tell you what prompted me to get this movie, guys. It's an old one, actually. Stars George Saunders, Donna Reed, and Angela Lansbury. I watched that movie the other week called The Substance, and a lot of people say it's very reminiscent of Dorian Gray. And when I thought to myself, yeah, it is, like, if you really think about it. But I've never seen this movie of the original Dorian Gray, so I thought I'd get it. That's a picture of Dorian Gray. Yeah, all about trying to stay young and that, and about this picture that ages and that. So I'm really looking forward to checking out the picture of Dorian Gray. Next up, now this is another movie I've heard a hell of a lot of good things about this, guys. Pardon the pun. Well, you know what I mean when you see the title. Hell of a lot of good things about it. So I just have to check it out. Another foreign movie, that is I Saw the Devil, I believe. It's very, very brutal, this. And as I say, pardon the pun about hell and that. See, the devil's in the title here. So there you go, guys. That is I Saw the Devil. Next up is, now this is a movie what Bryn recommended from Horror Hands. He spoke highly of Bryn from Horror Hands. It said it's a very, very underrated movie, this. I thought I'd give it a try. It's about this monster running rampage in you know, a natural history museum. It stars Penelope Ann Miller and Tom Sizemore, and that's a movie called The Relic. There you go, guys, The Relic. So I'm going to give this one a go, The Relic. Another Hitchcock one here, guys. I've only seen this one, so I don't remember too much about it. Stars Farley Granger, Ruth Roman, and Robert Walker. And that is Strangers on a Train. Lovely cover, guys. Strangers on a Train. Alfred Hitchcock. Now, this one here. Now, I have done a review of this. It was okay. But don't mention stuffed toys to me when you're talking about this movie, because I won't be too pleased. Well, if those of you who've seen the video, you'll know what I mean. That's Speak No Evil. James McAvoy is fantastic in this. He really takes the story along and that, and delivers, like, you know, flawlessly. But he's the best thing about the movie, playing this psychopath. But I have to say, guys, the stuffed toy rabbits, stupid decision scenario did detract from this movie, but not to the degree that I didn't want to keep it in my collection. It's staying in my collection, but say no more about that. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That is Speak No Evil. And last but by no means least, now I'm not normally a fan of found footage, but I gave this movie a shot about 2 years ago, and I liked it. It's about this video photographer. He makes like video home movies and that, you know, and he's got assignments from this guy. He wants to film him to make a video for his son. He's dying of this disease and that, but when he gets there, you know, weird crap starts to happen, and that's a movie called Creep. Lovely edition, guys, and it's special features. So yeah, I did have the sequel as well, but it wasn't as good as Creep, yeah. And I believe they've done a TV series of this, but I enjoyed it, so I wanted the special edition. So that is Creep. And that's about it, guys, yeah? Okay, so have you seen any of these movies? And did you get any of these titles? What do you think of them? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's get a discussion going. Yeah, so yeah, I really made up with that haul. I'm really looking forward to watching Terrifier 3, yeah. But it's great to have some of my favourite movies there and lovely special editions and that, yeah. So as I say, if you've seen any of these movies, let me know what you think of them in the comments down below. I've also got another video coming up. I've got quite a few books for Christmas. I'm going to cover a really, really massive Alfred Hitchcock book. So that's to come in a future video. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wind the video up now. Hope you all had a nice Christmas and that, and I hope Santa brought you everything what you wanted, particularly favourite movies and that, yeah. Okay then, guys, I'm going to go now. So, I'll be back very, very soon with another video. Hope to show you all the books I got for Christmas, yeah. So, the usual, if you like the video, please feel free to share, subscribe, comments, and I say all going well, I'll be back again very, very soon. Take care, bye.